Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another exciting and evening and amazing spectacular Propagandacast from your host from Pearl Dane, the one, the only master of propaganda, hero, psych, defender of the fatherland, off here to a glorious 1v1 on Nexus. In the west, it is the most twisted of Tootsies, TwistedTootsy, fighting for the Oberkommand West Germany, Deutschland, taking on the role here of the 2nd Panzer Division here of Luftwaffe Ground Forces Doctrine, featuring the heavy fortifications, smoke bombs, Fallschirmjäger, Valiant Assault and Airborne Assault with double Kubelwagen and line for gun bullets. And first in the east it is Ruby. This time back to Ruby. Last time I said it was another player was Ruby, but that was apparently Sakura. Occasionally with some of these Asian players, I think these are Chinese, they have a tendency of just switching their names a lot, which can at times make it difficult for me to keep track of them. So occasionally slip up here. In this case, previous match, Sakura, not Ruby. I apologize to both players. Again, can be a bit tricky there. I do my best, but again, I will fail at times. Anyways, fighting here though for America, Freedom, Democracy here with the 3rd Armored. We got Mechanized Company with Mechanized Groups, Shermans, 76mm Shermans, specifically Mortar Architects, Cavalry Riflemen, and Combined Arms with Triple Infantry Bludgeons here. An aggressive Kubelwagen player for TwistedTootsy. He tends to play very aggressively, disruptively, swiftly, mobile, embodying some of the ideals of the Blitzkrieg. But as always, comment, like, share, subscribe, press the bell button. Also, big thanks to my Patreon supporters as always, these champions who support me through the war effort. You too can join the rank club pledge on Patreon, or you can donate by PayPal or one-time donation. Links in the description. So on. And as heavy damage in the Kubelwagen as quickly gets out, and in the south, you've got the Volkswagen pushing up the southern fuel point here. Sturmpionier heading south for there with another Volkswagen squad there for TwistedTootsy. Ruby here can go for another off squad. Of course, they might be planning a fast lieutenant or captain here. Some players enough for that. There we go. Fast lieutenant here for Ruby. An aggressive play here versus TwistedTootsy as well. Southern fuel point claimed, but it seems like being claimed for Deutschland, though may want to fix up that Kubelwagen. My God, this thing has got more holes in it than a sieve. Yeah, I'm still surprised this is working, but at least it's not American. Yeah, it would have exploded. And we would have been sued for it. Yeah. Southern point there being seized. Grab the curve point there. Northern point being seized there as Ruby heads northwards rather than tangle with the German army with the current limited forces in the early game. Sandbags down there, very good there. Kubelwagen fixed up, barbed wire going down and switching over Kubelwagen elsewhere. Good maneuvering there, thumbs up. So far off to a decent start there. Heading up north side there, still points being grabbed, not much happening there. Moving towards the centre. Southern victory point seized, quick retreat there. 3rd full score almost done here. We'll have to see how many Fallschirmjägers he plans to go for. Some players will go for a fairly light tier 1 themselves in a sense, and then go for a lot of Fallschirmjägers, though it doesn't quite look to hear what TwistedTootsy is doing versus his opponent. 2 kills in the Kubelwagen so far. The Kubelwagen was a platform, vehicle that saw numerous usages. Reconnaissance, command car, transport, ambulance even. So, bit of flexibility there. Fully engaging the raft squad there, flanking around them. Engaging from several sides. Note, those are not the only car the Germans used. They used a variety of them, including some they actually managed to mount a 2cm flat cannon on. And the raft squad being hammered here, but the Kubelwagen folks being overwhelmed there. 3 kills there. Veterancy 1. Yankees on the run there. Go cavalry rifle out here for Ruby. Returning up here. Flushing up here in the centre as well to pressure the lieutenant from the other side. Kubelwagen now, I think, is being pushed a bit beyond its limits. Need to be careful there, Mr. TwistedTootsy. Need to be careful. Reason's routed. Heading backwards there, grab the car point, sandbags down, using the southern point with the full Grenadier. Charging the lieutenant there, very good. And routed, very good. Up north, the cavalry after charging the Volkswagen C, doing some heavy damage there. Good, chances up, increasing their firepower even more, and the Volkswagen need to retreat here before they get wiped. And it's too late there. Cavalry rifle upgrade, as you can see there, a very potent upgrade there with the double Thompsons. More Volkswagen here for TwistedTootsy. Cavalry rifle charging in there. And routed. Seizing the point of the Kuban was heavily damaged. Truck on the way there. Could be battle headquarters, could be mechanized. At this point, it's also so close like the Fallschirmjäger. You may just want to cancel that squad and just hold out a bit longer. That obviously has its risks. Ruby here deciding to keep up the pressure as TwistedTootsy looking to further exploit the current gaps here and head in with an M20 rather than holding up for the Stuart light tank. Nice and aggressive play there. Looking to meet TwistedTootsy's pace here. Not being intimidated by the rapid maneuvers of TwistedTootsy. Most Twisted Tootsies. Seizing the point here with the rifle squad. Good hit there. Truck out, and also very close to that Fallschirmjäger squad being called in here if he wants to. Could also, of course, soon with this begin laying down S-mines, for example. Which could also be quite disruptive here versus Ruby. Fixing up the Kuhwagen again, we got 3 kills, but close to actually 2. And there you go, M20 out here. Southern points being seized back for America. Heading northwards instead, looking to move around the Americans. Not a bad idea. They go battle group headquarters for TwistedTootsy. Kuhwagen fixed up, and we got mines here from TwistedTootsy. Die Schützenmine 42. Rifle being hammered over. Kuhwagen got 4 kills, almost 2 bigger moving with anti-rifles. There you go, 20 moving as well here. Force 4 back here. Cancel the mines, I think. Could also consider a Panzerschreck here, meanwhile, while they're probably waiting for Kedna to be called in here versus the M20. Would give TwistedTootsy some more firepower versus the vehicle here. But I guess TwistedTootsy's not interested in that. Can go for Kedna for now. Rifle got pushed back. Ambulance out there for Ruby, and right about to hit the field. Northern field then being grabbed here now, and Brandhand Granada dodged here nicely by Ruby. Needs to get the full squad out before. Oh, no, actually retreats here. Due to the arrival of a second full squad here. A lot of back and forth action. M20 falling back here. Almost got a northern point. Could consider laying down sandbags. And TwistedTootsy seems to have stalled out a bit. Medics on the way there. And a Fallschirmjäger squad. But no anti-tank weapons. That is pretty fearless here by TwistedTootsy. Showing no fear in the face of the M20 and not bothering with any anti-tank weapons. Don't worry, guys. It's just an American light vehicle. It can't do anything to us, but it has a 50 caliber machining gewehr. It's overrated. It's overrated. Are you sure? Would I ever lie? Yeah. But shut up. Man laid down there again. We got the Fallschirmjäger squad out here, also known as the Green Devils. Got the M20 going in for the full, pushing them back. Kuhwagen there, very, very close to barbed wire up there. Lots of strips of barbed wire here from TwistedTootsy, by the way. Fallschirmjäger heading south over there, mix of FT42s and K9 TKs. More mines here from TwistedTootsy to get the northern approach. Sent out into the Fallschirmjägers here, who are responding with lethal efficiency. But there you go, a nice flank here by Ruby. Throwing him into a false sense of complacency, moves up through Ralph Squad on the flank. They need to retreat immediately. There we go. Quick response for TwistedTootsy this time around. Getting that Kedna going very good as well there. But are we seeing any sort of mechanized upgrade? As of yet, 9. Catch the aces up here by Northern Point. Yeah, back and forth action here continues. The Kedna almost done. And there you go. Got the reactions right here with the Sturmpionier, full up support. Quick push here. Got the southern field point denied to the Germans. Back here in Ruby's base, and nothing further has happened as of yet. No upgrades to the infantry, for example. No BARs. No access to grenades either. And there you go. Folks with the cavalry need to get them out of range instead of going into range. Yeah, a bit too awkwardly there done by TwistedTootsy, and the cavalry, of course, just dominate that engagement once more with all their weapons. At least this time he avoids a wipe. But he may have to treat the Sturmpani as well, they're going to get wiped here as well by the cavalry. Kuhwagen there, 5 kills. There you go, hits some arm with the rifle squad. 2 men dead, Lewis and Roberts. The South M20 flying about into the folks on the South here, backed up with the Fallschirmjäger. Kedna though is ready. More calf points being hit, more resources disrupted. 50 cal here for Ruby to help further contain TwistedTootsy's infantry. Still an upgrade there towards a flak half track. Guessing he just wants to go straight for the Schwerer panzer quarters, though he still needs the upgrade. But at this point, I think a flak half track is simply going to be too late in terms of timings to really be worth it versus Ruby. If he wanted one, he would have gone for it sooner. So I'm guessing he wants to like push for a Schwerer panzer quarters faster and like push out for a Panther 4, maybe something else versus Ruby at a slightly more accelerated pace. Plus maybe some mobile starting. But then again, you just want to go, I guess, for more Fallschirmjägers with FT42s. Full push back with the Ralph squad. M20 moving in there. 3 kills, veteran 2-1. Got the 50 kill ready here for Ruby. And Major on the way there. Ruby also going in aggressive timings there. Thumbs up. Definitely not intimidated here by TwistedTootsy. Absolutely fearlessly. Moving ahead there. Very good. Very focused. Scrum south here. Full chat and Lieutenant. Definitely not good there. Falcon push back. And those folks are about to get murdered by the lieutenant unless they get off some really good shots. They're kind of arriving, pushing back the M20. In the centre, we get the first good advance on the point. They're against some sandbags, more mines here. Very consistent mining on that point, actually. Kuhwagen racing forwards here, and 6 kills there. Mechanized command post ready. 5th guy catching the folks there by the centre. We got 400 versus 120. Pushing for that fuel. Kuhwagen flying away. They might get the Falcons to assist here as well. 7 kills there. And we got the M20 rushing in as well there. Looking to flank the kid knife around it as well. Very good. Good play there by Ruby. Fuel pump runner neutral once more. Ruby very good at disrupting it. TwistedTootsy's own plans. You two treat those Falcon Megas. They're about to get wiped out. Losing them, I think, would be a fairly expensive loss here for TwistedTootsy at this point. No sign of tech, though. No schwerer panzered quarters, and Ruby there. It's got the Major concern begin pushing for Sherman. He was the TwistedTootsy again has only one Raketten to stop such a tank with at the moment. Got the Sturmgewehr 44 up here, upgrade on there, and we go Trotmai for TwistedTootsy. Sehr good, but straight to 50 cal, less good. Kuhwagen racing up behind the 5th guy. They've got a team to cover after what. There we go. It's going to hit by an anti-tank satchel. He's going to charge ready, diving right at it. Ah, got him here and even in death, it still serves. Deutschland. That's going to be one of the most impressive kamikaze Kubels I've ever seen. My God, Jürgen will die. Well, we won't be going down alone. Vorwärts! That was Knight's Cross worthy material there. Posthumous, obviously. Trying to roaming about here. Got the truck ready. He's sending up for the Schwerpanzer quarters. Pretty exposed position there. Fairly risky. Fairly risky. Also needs to get those 2 poles under control more consistently. Called in another one to replace the ones blown to bits though by the Kuhwagen with strict instructions not to apply the anti-vehicle satchel charge. Anything that can move faster than can run. Alright guys, make sure you know the velocity of your target. Why is that, Sarge? It might catch up to you. Oh. That's a bad thing. Oh. Schwerpanzer quarters almost done. Kind of ready there, gun trying to gun. Oh yeah, can't quite much support. Can't hit it there due to the shrubbery. And the south foot's being played out by the Ralph Squad with the BAS. Nice by upgrading there for Sack, for Ruby. Thumbs up. Counter from 46 could run in. Hasn't upgraded with the. Hasn't been authorized. Line gun here for TwistedTootsy. The light Infanterie shots. Oh, actually ends up retreating there. Interesting. That's a bit lucky there for TwistedTootsy. Got the cavalry rifle moving in the fight to make a shot in pursuit. Can upgrade course here with additional FD42s. And we got the 76 much on the way here for Ruby. But no authorization there. It's a bit interesting. Up north here for Jumpian is the Ralph Squad. That is going to be a loss there for TwistedTootsy. At that range, and plus unit heavy cover, the Storm Pioneers assault rifles will pretty much be ineffective. 5th coming towards the centre here to occupy that. Troop reinforcing healing, setting out. No authorization still. Fairly slow tech here by TwistedTootsy. One of it's on purpose, or there's something else like it's trying to grapple with there. So on the point, almost we got the Falcon, they're fully upgraded now with 42s. They can definitely leash a hell of a surprise to any Americans get too close incautiously. But we got the Sherman in. There's a bit of surprise for the Germans in return. Caught there by the 5th cal, Sherman in forwards. I think it's going to be where the Falcon makers there, at least something's hiding. There we go. TwistedTootsy just retreats. He's not taking chances. Got the 5th cal in the centre. Authorization finally happening here for TwistedTootsy. Got the M20 there with 10 kills. It's really been a great investment here for Ruby, to be honest, and also been handled quite well. The only thing I would like to see maybe some mines from it, but so far Ruby has not shown much interest in mining, I think. And there you go, destroying barbed wire and sandbags. Now they came over there for TwistedTootsy, more anti-tank weapons. Rob's got retreating. Back here, a bit of quiet there. Another 50 cal there for Ruby and the 3rd Armour Division. There we go, straight to the cannon there for there. Good hit with the 88 and the rocket. Second shot whiffs. And there we go, we got folks with the cav rifle and the mage moving up there, supporting with his pistol. Take that, you goddamn Nazis. Yeah, you show them, mage, you show them. But the cav rifle now up in the open, they're taking a lot of damage from the folks gunners with assault rifles. Mage also being murdered out here, quickly popping out there. In the center, we've got the M20 up and there, there goes straight to the Schwer planted quarters. And like Kevin pushed back here, second like Kevin pulling back here. Ooh, good Pantherfaust, there we go, good Pantherfaust there, damaging the ending of the Sherman tank. And up north here, 50 cal. Oh, Rearson's just defending. I thought that was a 50 cal. That is definitely not a 50 cal. Another push in the south there. Second wave of infantry need to retreat the Volkswagen before they get utterly annihilated. Go response up north. The M20 races forwards against the fighting Jaegers. Still not a lot of anti-tank weapons for TwistedTootsy to support anything except the center, it seems. Could try a blend cup grenade, to be honest. Which I'm a bit surprised he's doing. I mean, TwistedTootsy is sort of a player who likes to really makes use of smoke at times. There you go. Brandhand got it and the blend cover. Very good. Thumbs up. Line for gun there, doing some light damage. Can soon go for the Panzerkampfwagen 4 as for Jod. You could also go for Jagdpanzer, I suppose. As for Ruby, well, Ruby's closing on another Sherman here soon enough. Actually, 76 more Sherman. 2 of them could definitely be a problem here for TwistedTootsy and Deutschland. Sherman there catching the cannon we've got. Very good there, very good. We got the folks nearby. Could, well, hit it with the Pantherfaust there, I suppose. Very close to that Pantherfaust again. There you go. Damage into the Sherman again there. We're keeping him to finding to start the Sherman. Could take out here Ruby's tank. M20 there goes. Going to try and I think make a run for it. Try and hit it on the flank and clear it out there. Trying to get the Sherman to safety. Interesting enough, doesn't have the munitions for the smoke. And there you go. M20 rushing in there. Ace level. Major moving up as well here. Going for like Kenmeth and I think prohibiting TwistedTootsy from actually getting the Sherman knocked out here with it. But there you go. Folks from the Pantherfaust could take out the M20. And there you go. It's abandoned too. It is abandoned, ladies and gentlemen. And there you go. Prime from grabbing it. Oh, it got destroyed. And the Sherman will escape though at the cost of the M20. Can go for that Panther full mode again. Now, of course, TwistedTootsy could be aiming for a Panther. And there you go. Another 76mm Sherman here, though, for Ruby. Honestly, a Jagdpanzer might be the best choice there with range and rate of fire that can sort of more threaten them. But we shall see. Anyways, Bazooka Team soldiers on the way here for Ruby. Freedom and Democracy. We've got 324s of 4 and 13. Those folks just need to get out before they get utterly annihilated. In the south, looks like going to be expecting a small force to seize up territory there. Very good. Always like, try and make progress where the enemy isn't. Look to fight your opponent as efficiently as possible, and sometimes that means, just grabbing territory where the bastards aren't. Second Sherman almost done here for Ruby. And Fudge Mega sitting out there. Line gun firing away. Got 1 kill on it so far. And Sherman almost done there for Ruby. Sherman out. But why here? So a few point of extra performance used as well. Sherman running forward here, 50 on the way as well. Thumbs up. Is he going for a King Tiger here? Like, he's starting just for a lot of fuel and manpower. I'm not entirely sure what TwistedTootsy is planning here versus Ruby at the moment. But while they just put down, got ruined by those Americans. Bunch of bastards. And the centre bit of light skirmishing being line happening as bigger push goes on. We've got like everything to push back the Sherman, but without even support to keep it covered, there could be a bit of a tall order there. North, we got a steady approach as well by TwistedTootsy clearing up. TwistedTootsy, but Ruby clearing up mines. Tiltify going way too far there in the south here. I mean, he's attacking from multiple angles here against TwistedTootsy. He's working out quite here. TwistedTootsy's position is a bit hard to defend due to, in some cases, like the shrubbery here, making it harder to like set up clear fields of fire against some of the Ruby's tanks and infantry. Plus, TwistedTootsy again is flooding resources, meaning they're not fully exploiting what they have available here versus Ruby either. So I'm not entirely sure what TwistedTootsy is planning here, but again, it's starting to look a bit like a King Tiger, but I think under the current sec, no, it is a Panther now, at least. A Panzerkampfwagen 5. Obviously that works out. The problem is though, it's going to be significantly outgunned by the 76 Shermans, and additionally Ruby can soon pull in a third one, for example, at which point the Panther's going to be significantly outgunned. Like, if you want to go for a Panther, could I think try for it a bit harder sooner, so yeah, I'm a bit unsure about that one. Luftwaffe gets a decent hit there. The Zug team, they're fighting hits from the Volksgrenadier and the Sturmgewehr 44. The South Major flanking up here, comes caught here by the infantry moving forwards as well. And we got the Sherman racing through here, exploiting gaps here in TwistedTootsy northern lines with no anti-tank defenses there. Good rapid push here by Ruby, and just a good handling of all these units at the same time. Really managing a wide front is quite impressive play, to be honest. Panther almost done it for TwistedTootsy, and there you go. Panzerkampfwagen 5, effectsbereit. So there you go, adding the Pneumatic machine gun. Good hit from again from the Sherman, punching straight through the frontal armor. Panther moving in here from the north, got Fuzzback moving in there as well. Very good. This is again though where if Ruby would have laid down some mines within 20, that could be really devastating for TwistedTootsy because that thing gets immobilized. That is toast. Yeah, it doesn't look like there's been a single mine laid down here. Oh, here. Pin machine almost on there for the Panther, the Panzerkampfwagen 5. And there you go, Ruby just hauling in a third Sherman, at which point the Panther's going to be significantly outgunned. But there you go, machine gun caught by the Panther's machine guns. If it drove up close, I think we'd actually wipe the machine gun. But close call. The Zuka team going here for the Panther. One shot goes through the other bounces of the Panther's front line, and there you go, Sherman gets a shot through here. Third Sherman right around the corner here for Ruby. There we go, another hit there goes through. Pulse Cordy laying down sandbags by the centre victory, or north southern victory point, not central. North point they're being seized, and there you go. Third Sherman around giving here Ruby a small tank platoon there with which to pressure TwistedTootsy in his one Panther. So he's going to have to handle it very carefully, but at the same time not timidly either. So quite a challenge here for TwistedTootsy with that one tank. And it's going to be pretty much difficult to like match the firepower for these Shermans, in particular once they get veterans one, you know, get close to each other, at which point they get even higher rate of fire bonuses. So like they can just really tear through like the tank if it's not careful. In particular, also combined with combined arms. Also need to fix up the Panther. Scheiße, sending in the Panther with insufficient repairs, and also support is fairly lacking. I think he's realising it, pulling back the Panther. South front was secured, very good there by TwistedTootsy. Ruby does seem to emphasise the north over the south more here, and there you go, combined arms push from Ruby and the 3rd Armoured Division. Great on the Panther, punching straight through the frontal armour. Shot missed there, Panther keeping a distance here with it and the Shermans. Another hit there from the Sherman, punching straight through the frontal armour. Sherman taking a lot of damage, both down to half health. Prop should disengage here. Ooh, another hit there. That was a miss. Veterans, one almost on the Panther there. Can he take it out? No, gets away. Ooh, Veterans one gain. Almost got the Sherman. Lightning Gun crew though exterminated. And there we go. We got a sneaky Sherman here moving up here, but could get spotted by the Panther, and Panther fired the Fultz gun. Oh no! The Riz being exposed here. Scheiße! There we go. Panther first off. Blitzkrieg! Blitzkrieg! Scheiße! Otto! Step on it! Like you've never stepped on it before! And loses the Panther. Should have blitzed there. Should have blitzed. And the Sherman takes it out. That was a brutal loss there for TwistedTootsy. A, should have repaired it sooner when they actually had the opportunity to. And 2, should have blitzed there so they could just go into safe distance. That was definitely not optimal Panther there, but TwistedTootsy pretty much means he just made a horrible trade because Ruby just traded a Sherman for a Panther, which is pretty good, but also crucially, Ruby still has 2 Shermans. There we go, forcing Twisted now to go for the Jagdpanzer. Since that's going to be like the only other thing can maybe like, you know, threaten the Shermans with a decent amount of rate of fire. Smokes down here, very good. TwistedTootsy, very good play just, you know, using smoke to grab points with these contests with them using smoke. Almost a specialty of his. Nice hit from the line from there. Jagdpanzer halfway done. Southern points being seized. The high blaster Jagdpanzer 4 here with the Panther's gun. They were typically part of a Panzer Division's Panzerjäger Abteilung. They were not used in the independent tank destroyer battalions. Fun fact there.
The enemy is overrunning one of our capture points.
There you go. Jagdpanzer out. Now definitely came the punch straight for the Sherman's armor. No smoke here from the Shermans. Definitely a bit of no sight there by Ruby, I would say, and taking a lot of damage from the Sherman. A lot of damage. You got 220 with 350. Jagdpanzer slowly rallying there with its high velocity gun. There we go. Shoots whiffs though. Bit awkward there for TwistedTootsy. Also, we do have access now to the airborne assault ability. Should be careful about driving that Jagdpanzer too aggressively without sufficient support. Southern point also now secured safely here by Ruby. Another Sherman there for the Americans. Just keeping out the pressure with them. Very good.
That's it, fellas. Knock their fucking block off. Germans have 200 points left.
Got the full 50 cal up north.
Listen up. Gather round. Eyes on me. Half track, ready for action.
And a mortar half track as well. A bit of light artillery support. It's not a bad idea for Ruby at all. A bit of light artillery support always, I think, does good. In particular, remember to use the abilities, which is crucial. So thumbs up there to Ruby. That's going to be then 3 Shermans and a mortar half track. That would be quite the force then. Particularly again if Ruby remembers to use combined arms again. That could be a really powerful push here that could put TwistedTootsy out of commission. Anticipating the anti-tank into the fight. There you go, back to 3, and there you go. Blend cover then the way the rifle squad there. Beautiful throw there, but still gets quality by the 50 cal. Here we suppress the Fudgemakers. Very nice there. Rifle squad taking damage to the blend cover. We got more artillery firing back and forth here. Throwing down smoke and catching his own Fudgemakers, I think. Oh, actually managed to avoid the blend cover there. Up north here we got the Fudge was the Shermans. We got the Kevin to assist here as well. Jagdpanzer moving in. Need to be careful there. Fudgemakers being handled by artillery fire there from the mortar half track. Nice shooting there, and there you go. Jagdpanzer being 14th, careful not to get outmaneuvered. Almost got the Sherman, You've careful not to get outmaneuvered though. Oh, chase it! Oh, they almost hit the whirly-burly there, and there you go. Combined arms again. The center Fudgemakers being pushed back here. Careful moving in there. Good hit on the Sherman. Careful. Got the Sherman only abandoned. Smoke being deployed here on the Kednaffer. But might actually allow the other one to get away. There you go. Both Shermans down, but there you go. 3rd Sherman perhaps racing in behind. Nope. TwistedTootsy fearlessly dives in with the Jagdpanzer. Going here for the Sherman. It's going to be a close one there. Particularly no troops nearby with the snare. Oh, there we go. Almost got it. Good hit on the Kednaffer. That could be a pretty grim loss in. There you go. 3rd Sherman down. Jagdpanzer pulls through. Most of the spot by the Kednaffers, but I'd also argue just, you know, the higher rate of fire on the Jagdpanzer just proved to be better because it almost has the same rate of fire as the Stug 3G. They're not quite the same. Which means it effectively has easily a better rate of fire than the Panther. And also slightly better than the Panther 4 when it comes to dealing with armour. But need to pull back for repairs there. Needs to leave in some smokes on the support there. And maybe want to call in some more elite troops. Fudgemakers could be a good idea here. Or maybe some Orbis Star. Honestly, wouldn't be a half bad idea here for TwistedTootsy. Far up north, we can grab more than the victory point here. But yeah, quite the engagement here for TwistedTootsy. Knocking out a total of 3 Shermans is great. And definitely leaves Ruby a bit more debilitated against the Germans. That said, the infantry advantage still lands strong here. Plus, of course, they got the 50 cals and the mortar half track. And TwistedTootsy similarly lacks suppressive firepower, which is actually a bit of an oversight in his force composition. He's got the artillery, he's got the infantry, he's got the anti-tank, but he lacks suppressive firepower. And he can't exert effective field control in some places against the Americans. So that's a bit of an oversight there. A bit of an oversight. Jagdpanzer good to go once more. Counter-charging the Fultons here, taking some heavy damage in return. But up close, the cavalry have very much heavily engaged thanks to the Thompsons. I need to treat them. And there goes level gained. We're going to run the flank of the Jagdpanzer. Flooding resources. I'm guessing about planning a Panther 4 here, but honestly, should be, I think, committing to more the infantry first. Like either some Orbisoladen or some Fightmakers. If a TwistedTootsy, I think, could do some heavier lifting here versus all of Ruby's stuff. And there you go, Tilly called in here. 100 on that 50 cal. Burning that there. Pushing hand with the artillery. 74 points left here for TwistedTootsy in the south, pushing forward for the southern victory point. Still flooding resources and stalling for something. Definitely a bit worrisome there. Also, at this point, I think he's just calling the Fightmakers squad to on the northern point maybe and just get it done with. Like, he just needs to like get a bit aggressive. In the centre here, North Fightmakers caught by the 5th cal there, suppressing them. Very good aggressive play by Ruby, just keeping up the momentum, keeping up pressure, and trying to, you know, frustrate TwistedTootsy's decision making, and also just make it hard for him to like make any kind of comeback. So, thumbs up there. Another Sherman almost done. Reason's routed. Smoke being deployed here in a large amount here to frustrate any attempt here for Ruby to like destabilize. Very good. And pin down TwistedTootsy, but he really needs more infantry. Very badly. In my opinion, at least. Sturmpod squad that trying to defend need to retreat them. Uxug. Again, this is also where machine gun team just been very helpful as well. I'm overall surprised we haven't seen a single MG-34 here from TwistedTootsy. Generating northwards. We got 50 versus 348. Gonna eat the Jagdpanzer up north. Is he planning a Panther now? Really? What could be planning now? I mean, I'm not entirely sure what TwistedTootsy is thinking here, but I'm not necessarily sure it's a good idea. Whatever he is thinking, because he just means like when he's got 50 points left, he's still floating like resource. I mean, he's definitely fearless, but he'd be able to be a tad bit more insane than you'd figure. 50 versus 339. Jagdpanzer rolling back here, waiting for the right time to strike against those verdammte amerikanische Panzer. He does go for the Panther mod at least, but I'd still like to see some infantry here. I still would very much like to see some infantry. Some additional infantry it is. So there you go, Panzer Kampfwagen 4 setting out. Could have had that out a bit sooner, to be honest. Trying to catch them more after it doesn't quite work out. It does seem like TwistedTootsy has managed to stabilize hit 50 victory points versus Ruby with 318. Ooh, could grab that bazooka, I guess. Panther 4 almost done, and we got more cavalry from here. Ruby, of course, realizing need to get more offensive here, adds more short infantry to further put pressure on TwistedTootsy. Particularly since the cavalry from just are really effective, but have proven to be especially effective as TwistedTootsy, with at times slightly awkward reaction time. So, you know, I would say that's a pretty good strategic decision here by Ruby. I mean, they are really good once they upgrade with the Thompsons. And you basically, like, you know, you could, the assault gun needs to be equipped with like a pair of assault rifles, except the Thompsons are for some reason in game better assault rifles than the assault rifles, which is a bit worrying really when you think about it. Nice motion there, thumbs up to TwistedTootsy, also good use of the Fightmakers' little ambush ability, beautiful. Almost got the 5th cal there in fact, pushing for the southern point, got a 5th cal there defending. Jagdpanzer up, Panther 4 sending towards the south centre. Got the 5th cal wipe, but can't go out with the Fightmakers since they are down to 3 men. It would be a complete waste to use the Fightmakers on that, obviously. Panther engaged the bazooka team, Jagdpanzer being pushed back. Pinned down the southern victory point. Again, TwistedTootsy badly needs infantry. More infantry. And there goes Sherman exploring here the gap between the armour and the north to race to the tank northwards to hit that lone isolated Fightmakers squad there. Really good move there by Ruby. 2 thumbs up. And also shifting more forces northwards here. TwistedTootsy's lack of infantry is really proven to be a hamstring. I mean, obviously they got sort of 4, but as the Oberkorps, particularly in this kind of situation, you really want 5, I think. Jagdpanzer caught up with the Zucker team, Panther pulling up here. I mean, if they had some machine guns, those TwistedTootsy, I think they also could maybe have gotten away with 4. But again, the lack of machine guns on top of the lack of infantry, I think, has proved to be increasingly apparently detrimental. He's going for another cannon effort. I mean, I feel like TwistedTootsy... Oh, he's cancelling at least. Good. He's calling another Falchimer squad. Also good. Finally calling in some more infantry. Typically, that's one of the advantages you want to leverage as the War Commander is your more elite infantry over the average American. But for some reason, it's not quite leveraging as much as I would like to see. Reason charging at the Panther 4. Pushing back the echelons. Flanking at the 50 cal. Oh, beautiful set there. Band going off as well. He 19 points left. Rushing for the center victory point. Sending, we got the force of the right squad. Need the Panther 4 down to assist. Or something else. Going for Northern Victor. Got a 50 cal defending it. He crewed it up again. We got 13 points here versus 310 of Ruby. In the center of the force part to get a wipe down the right squad. Sturm Pioneer moving down. There you go, pushing off the northern point. We got 4 points left. Oh, I don't think he'll make it. He's going for every point at the same time, but it's not going to be enough. And GG, game over. A loss here for TwistedTootsy. He was so close, like think turning this round properly, but in the end, he just kind of fell a bit short there. Otherwise, well played with both Ruby and TwistedTootsy. But TwistedTootsy, I think, had some issues with his force composition. Also, there was these awkward timings at times, which I think further to, slowed him down. And Ruby, meanwhile, I think was considerably less hesitant, just much more aggressive, decisive, but also, not reckless. Again, well played by Ruby. Hope you enjoyed this match. I hope you learned something from it. If you did, subscribe, like, share, comment on it, tell friends, tell family. This is Imperial Cheers. Thank you for watching. We'll see you tomorrow again for a nice episode. Bye.